Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a Target haul and the Dollar Tree and Sephora. So if you're interested in watching this haul, just keep on watching. Right around the time I had my jury duty, which was last Wednesday, the 6th of January. Right after my jury duty, they let us go and I didn't get assigned any cases, so I decided to use my time wisely and head on over to Target. So I originally went to go and look for the new Maybelline powder that's coming up and the new Maybelline stuff that's coming out. So I wanted to go and check there to see if they had anything brand new, and they didn't, unfortunately, or at least at the Target I went to. So I decided to pick up some other stuff, which is a ton of makeup. And so I'm gonna start off by showing you the stuff I picked up. When I went, I was really looking for the Maybelline translucent powder that is coming out, and I'm really interested in finding a good translucent powder, either high-end or drugstore. So I did find the E.l.F. high definition powder, and this is a translucent powder. So it's like a little box like this. Oh man, it's open. And then so it looks like that. All this powder is floating. But this one feels, just from whatever's floating around in the lid, feels very soft. Sticking with translucent powders, I found this one by Wet n Wild, and it's the Fergie line, and it's called Take on the Day Mattifying Powder. So it looks like this. But this is just your basic mattifying powder. The only thing was that when I open this up right now, it's just a little interesting how they make the packaging look so bulky, and then when you open it, you really only get like a small amount of product, which could go a long way. And going back to E.l.F., I picked up the E.l.F. eyelid primer because I ran out of my eyelid primer, and usually I use the E.l.F. eyelid primer. It's a pretty good primer and it's one of my favorite primers. It keeps my eyelids from really creasing. Next, I picked up the E.l.F. Studio contouring blush and bronzing powder. Again, like I said, I was interested in picking up a bronzer for that contouring purposes. I don't know if this is shimmery or not. I just picked it up also for the blush color because I'm interested in trying different colors of blush. I don't have many blush colors, so I will take a picture of this blush and insert it now so you can see an up-close picture of it. And the color of this is, let's see, the color of this is St. Lucia. The next product I picked up was the E.l.F. Studio Complexion brush, and this is just like a big fluffy brush. Again, I'll insert a picture once I take it out of the packaging. I am interested in using this brush for my translucent powder, so we'll see how it goes. And I think in the back it also says you can use this with translucent powder, blush, or bronzer. The next brush I got was the E.l.F. Flawless Concealer brush, and I've always been interested in picking this brush up just because I see it's like a pretty big fluffy brush, and I want to use this brush to either set my under eye concealer with a translucent powder or maybe even blending in my concealer. And then I decided to pick up the angled blush brush. So I have a bunch of brushes, but I don't have a angled blush brush. I didn't have anything else for blush except a kabuki brush, so I really wanted to get this for my blush and just have a nice dedicated brush for my blush. And then I decided to pick up 3 of the Smallstipple brush, and I have owned one of these in the past, and the little head of the brush actually came off the handlebar, and I just keep using it like that without the handlebar. I never got around to gluing it back on. Usually I'm always running around, and then when I use it I completely forget to glue the handle back on. This is one of my favorite brushes for also blush, and sometimes I do apply highlighter with it depending on the type of highlighter. And recently I picked up some of the cream blushes that I'll show on later in this video, and I want to try the cream blushes that I have with this Smallstipple brush, because with a cream product you need a stipple brush like this so you can kind of tap into the product and not over apply the cream product on your face. I'm also interested in using this brush as a maybe concealer or something like that. I don't know, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep it for my blushes and cream products. So next I stopped by Maybelline's little section, and I was interested in looking for their new setting powder, like I've stated before, and then their new foundation and all the new products that they're coming out with. And unfortunately I didn't find it, but I did see the Maybelline Master Conceal by Facestudio Camouflaging Concealer. And I got two of these. I got a darker one and then like a medium one. So with these, I kind of want to try out contouring and somewhat practice my contouring skills. I'm also interested in testing out these concealers, especially the one that's my skin tone. I'm interested in seeing if this will hold up under my under eyes. This does kind of remind me of the packaging from IT Cosmetics. I got the color 40 medium and then 50 medium deep. And then I forgot to mention that I did go to the Dollar Tree, and while I was at the Dollar Tree I saw some of the E.l.F blushes, cream blushes they had. So I decided to test them out because I've never tried a cream blush before, so I thought this was the perfect time since it's $1. So I only picked up 3 of the blushes because that's all of the colors they had. The first color they had was the color in Encore. I then picked up the color Showstopper, and then finally I decided to pick up Superstar. So the Showstopper is like a purpley color. I'm kind of afraid to use it. I just picked it up just for testing purposes. And then Encore looks like a really peachy and corally color. It looks very nude and natural. So I'm interested in that one. Encore is like, it looks like a fuchsia color. So I'm interested in seeing how that'll hold up. I also wanted to mention I did stop by Sephora and I did pick up the Urban Decay Vice eyeshadow palette, and I'm so excited to play around with this new palette. I really don't have any shades like this pretty much, so I'm excited to play around with all the colors and test out, you know, the Urban Decay palette. So I'm excited to play around with this. It was on sale. This palette's around like 60 bucks or something like that, and then they lowered it down to 39 or 30 bucks, something like that. I don't quite remember. So anyways guys, that was my haul for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. I'll leave all the social media listed down below so you guys can follow me. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!